Hi, everybody. Welcome to LarryC's Attacking Handbook. And we just covered attacking our first chapter really dealt with attacking the castled king. This time we're going to talk about attacking the king in the center and a lot of the ideas that go along with it. Okay, so this is sort of an introduction to this basic subject. We're also I plan on covering King in the Center with open games, King in the Center Sicilian, and King in the Center Queen, Pawn, all the rest. Usually, in those type of examples, you often see the white king in the center. But today we'll focus mainly on a black king stuck in the center, with a few exceptions. Okay, we're going to start pretty basic here. Now, there's a good reason you want to get your king out of the center. The king is a fat target if it's in the center. The rook it has natural protection if it's castled, of course. And what black he can mobilize his forces that much quicker if you're castled. It's just generally good policy to get your king castled out of harm's way quickly. And let's start off with a few basic examples. Here we go. This is a rook odds game by Wilhelm Steinitz, played in, I think, 1868. And his opponent, Mr. Rock, and Rock gets rocked. Okay, Evans Gambit, no less, with the missing rook. And there's Steinitz. Now, he gets his king out of harm's way quickly. And Mr. Rock, he's developed so far so good, developing nicely. Steinitz tries to keep Black's king from castling. Of course, a rook down, that would be fatal. And Black now makes a rather lethargic, fairly useless move. He should play d6, something like that, preparing to castle. Then White has to make further sacrifices to keep the king tied up. Of course, should be doomed to failure, but here the rook odds receiver plays bishop b6, and he's now on the road to disaster. So Steinitz immediately takes aim at his target. Now here Black could consider rook f8, giving up a little material to create simplification. But instead he lashes out here with d5. That's really a mistake, because now if he goes knight e7, it walks right into a pin. So he tries to counterattack. Well, king in the center, now he's surely doomed. Of course, king is d7, knight e5 is mate. As I mentioned, this is sort of a basic example. Bishop e6. Do we move our queen? Of course not. Steinitz now zooms in for the kill. He understands, of course, as a great attacker that he was. He grew up in the era of Morphy and Anderson and Zukertort and Blackburn. Steinitz knew his way around tactics, that's for sure. He focuses on a forced mate now, depriving Black of the exit square c8, beginning with pawn takes, bishop takes, check. Here's the key move, bishop e6, check. Now the king must come up, check, to its doom, check, check, and a pretty little mate. Nice one. That's why you get your king out of there. Here's another good example, also this is in the Keystone Cops era of chess. Very entertaining. We see some rather drastic examples of misplay. Now, this is one example where Alphonse Lasker, playing his brother, I believe, maybe cousins, I think they're brothers, he neglects his king's safety. So this is out of a sedate Joko piano. And also, here's another violation of principle. Don't move an already developed piece twice unless you have a really good reason. So he could develop, maybe even retreat or take.